Welcome into another edition of the Rocky Top Rundown, your one-stop shop for all things Tennessee athletics. I'm Caleb Leach.
And I'm Stedman Love.
This is a special Rocky Top Rundown because it's the final one this year. We've really enjoyed bringing you as much Vol sports info as we could this fall.
It has been a pleasure. But let's not get too sappy just yet. Instead, let's turn our attention to the Lady Vols basketball team. They flew to Las Vegas and competed in the South Point Thanksgiving Shootout over the weekend. They took on Kansas Friday and Oklahoma State Saturday in two early road tests. Let's look at the best of the Lady Vols from the weekend. 7 minutes in the first, Jordan Horston charging down for the pull-up. Second quarter now, Tess Darby was on fire, nailing the three here. She finished with 11 points. The minute and a half left in the second, Keon Green fights the defense. Horston with another pull-up jumper here. Now we have Green charging to the basket for a nice move for the layup. Horston too hard right here with the three, but we still have Green the rebound to put it back up. We have Horston charging down. She gives it to Sarah Puckett for the easy layup. Here we have Horston. She charges in for a nice easy layup with the left hand. Now we have Tamara Key. She takes a nice spin move from the rebound. She puts it up for the layup. Oklahoma State tries to shoot, but we have a nice rebound by Horston as she charges down. Drive passes to Key for another easy layup. Horston was on fire here. She was just all over the place. She has another steal, and she took it down for the layup. Horston once again, but she's about to give a nice assist here to dive for the layup. Then we have Horston she connects with Tamara Key for another layup. The Lady Vols left Las Vegas victorious as they beat Kansas 68-58 and Oklahoma State 80-55. Kansas entered the shootout undefeated, but only one team could leave with the win, and the Lady Vols took that one. Horston and Key left the tournament named the South Point Shootout All-Tournament Team, and Horston was selected as one of the most outstanding players. They're ready to face Tennessee Tech tomorrow in Thompson-Boling Arena.
Vol basketball also played over the long weekend. The number 15 ranked Vols hoop team took on Tennessee Tech in Thompson-Boling Arena for a Black Friday matchup. Let's see the highlights. Kennedy Chandler here drives in for the easy two. Jump later on into the first. Olivia Kumwa making a nice move to the bucket to get the nice flush. Here's Chandler dropping it down to Uros Plavsic, who does his best Wilt Chamberlain impression with the nice rainbow jumper for the score. Later on, Kumwa, big man, knocking down the three. Always love to see that. Here's Vescovi, a little too hard, but Brandon Huntley-Hatfield gets the rebound and puts it back in. But Vescovi redeems himself right there with a beautiful three-pointer. Tennessee Tech trying to get something going, but Kennedy Chandler makes a steal, drives all the way down, and he takes off for the dunk. Check that out again. It's always nice to see that young freshman showing off. So many people think he is incredibly impressive, which he is. Here's Kumwa with a beautiful slam right there. And here's Chandler yet again taking off, this time having a little showboating off the rim. Kumwa knocking down another three right there with the hand in his face. Now Vescovi dishes it all the way down. Kumwa with another dunk off the alley-oop right there, beautiful. And a long pass sees him yet again dunking it. And the Vols end up winning against the Golden Eagles, putting down 80 points. Olivia Kumwa would lead the team with 18 points, and Kennedy Chandler comes right behind him with 15 and 5 steals. From what I can see, this is going to be an exciting basketball season for the Vols, and there are several exciting out-of-conference matchups yet to be played this December. Now that's all for basketball news, Stedman.
Thanks, Caleb. In line with it being our last episode, several fall sports closed out the regular seasons this past week. We will start with the Lady Vols volleyball team. On Wednesday, they traveled to Columbia to take on Missouri in a fierce SEC matchup. The Lady Vols started out hot with senior Brianna Reynolds getting 6 kills in the 25-19 win in the first set. This continued in the second as Morgan Fingal and Ava Bell each got 4 kills in another 25-19 set victory. Now this is where things took a turn, and the Tigers began to announce themselves in the game. 3 Tigers got 4+ kills and in the third, taking it 25-21. The fourth was much closer, but the Tigers again took the edge, 30-28, after a heated final sequence. Freshman Jordan Iliff got 8 kills in the set. Mizzou would prevail in the final set as well, 15-11, thanks to their solid hitting percentage of .304. It was a tough loss for many of the seniors' final regular season games, but nonetheless, Ronald still managed to put up a season high of 26 kills. The Lady Vols end the season with a record of 19-9 and 11-7 in the SEC. Seniors Natalie Hayward and Brianna Runnels also received all SEC honors. Congratulations to both of those seniors on those awards for their efforts this season. On Sunday evening, the Lady Vols were given a bid into the NCAA tournament. They traveled to Columbus, Ohio this weekend as Ohio State, the number 9 national seed, hosts your Lady Vols, North Carolina, and Howard.
The other sport that closed out its regular season this past week was the Tennessee Vols football team. They welcomed longtime in-state rival Vanderbilt Commodores to Neyland Stadium for a mid-afternoon kickoff. Now, the Vols have started fast each week this season, and they do so here with the help of the defense. Theo Jackson steps in front of Mike Wright's pass, does a nice little shimmy and shake, and then heads his way for a celebration in the checkerboards. Nice game for the senior. Here the offense gets on the board as Jabari Small does a nice spin move and powers his way into the end zone, getting the offense going. We jump later on in the second. Cedric Tillman takes a pass from Hendon Hooker and just outruns the defense into the corner of the end zone. He's had an incredible season. He's now received 6 straight touchdowns in 6 straight games, tying Joey Kent. Here at the end of the second quarter, Mike Wright rolls out, fires it way deep down the field, and it's caught by Vanderbilt. You've got to make sure you play all the way through the game. Here, Hendon Hooker fakes a handoff, looks to Tillman on a dig route, who does a nice bit of shimmy and shaking, gets a great block from Velus Jones, and then does the rest of the work himself, getting himself into the end zone for a second time that day. Vanderbilt was not going away, though, as Rocco Griffin goes virtually untouched all the way into the end zone for Vandy's second score of the day. A minute later, though, Tennessee doing what they do as Jabari Small gets his second score behind a massive jump cut and goes in for another touchdown. Now in the fourth, Mike Wright shows a little bit of his speed and gets the edge and scores Vanderbilt another touchdown. They would go for 2 and get it. Joe Milton now comes into the game and makes a costly mistake, fumbling the football, which Vanderbilt picks up. Doesn't really matter that much, though, as later on he hands the ball off to Jalen Wright, who dances his way into the end zone for another touchdown. Tennessee would end up winning the game and improves their season record to 7-5 and 4-4 in SEC play. Josh Heupel becomes the first UT coach since Lane Kiffin in 2009 to have a winning record in his first season.
It really has been a season of exceeded expectations, Caleb. Hopefully that continues in the upcoming bowl game. The Vols should find out their destination this coming Sunday following championship weekend.
And Aimee Stedman, I think all signs are pointing to the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte. But a lot can change from now to Sunday. And you were speaking about champions, and we have one of our very own, Corban Carver, who has a package on some highlights of the crew here that help put on this show for you every week.
Here at UT, there's been a class working hard to produce a show solely about Rocky Top sports.
In Dr. Harrison's 375 class, so I was like, okay, I'll try it, I'll take it. And it's been really cool. I've enjoyed it. Like, I didn't really know what to expect.
That's senior Jackson Williams, who was excited to make the switch from radio to TV.
I barely knew we even had a TV studio, and now I feel like I know what the majority of everything, like how it works, how everything goes, because we've gotten hands-on experience with everything.
These students are in charge of pre-production, production, post-production, all with the help of Dr. Guy Harrison.
I learned how an actual TV show is supposed to be run. I feel like I learned a lot about writing for TV and stuff like that. I feel like that was really interesting to learn, like script writing and how everything is supposed to be sequenced together.
With this being a new class, students are hopeful that it will stay and encourage others to take the course.
you're going to get experience in this class that you're not going to get in any other classes. And experience is such a vital part of our major that a class like this really can never hurt you.
With the Rocky Top Rundown, this has been Corban Carver.
Thank you, Corban, for showing our viewers that in-depth look into what we've done here all fall. I don't know about you, Stedman, but I wish there was just a little bit more Vols action for us to cover so we didn't have to end the show.
Sadly, Caleb, we don't have any more highlights, but there is still a lot of upcoming action we can't let the fans miss out on. Tonight, the men's basketball team takes on Presbyterian in Thompson Bowling Arena at 7. The arena won't stay empty for long, though, as the Lady Vols play Tennessee Tech the following evening at 6:30 p.m. Lastly, as we mentioned before, the Lady Vols volleyball team will be in Columbus taking on North Carolina Friday at 5 p.m.
Now, we may be closing up shop, but Vol sports will continue all through the winter and spring months. So be sure to get out there, cheer on your Tennessee Vols all year long. We also want to welcome as many of our crew to come out here and join us as we prepare to say so long to all those watching out there.
For myself, Caleb, and the rest of our wonderful crew, thank you for tuning in and giving us a chance to bring you all things Vols action.
See y'all.